Hello and welcome back. So we've been given another bike from ENGWE to try out. So this is the P275 ST. Now it's not a foldable bike, so the framework comes as it is like this in the box. Now what I always say with the ENGWE packaging, it comes in a solid box with plenty of foam packaging in there to protect the bike. So we're going to go through the build. Let's get it built. We'll go through some of the settings on it before we take it for a test ride. Before we get building, first thing we need to find is the tools. So like every ENGWE bike, they come with all the spanners, the Allen keys and the screwdriver you need. So spot on. So if you ain't got tools in your garage and you're away, you've got all the tools you need to build the bike. So as a typical me, this time I'm not going to bother with the instructions. It looks simple enough to build, and once you built a few of these you get the understanding. So I'm going to put the handlebars on first, which all seems straightforward. So looking at it, it seems to me the handlebars fit on like so. Now you have got some cable ties in the box as well, probably to just tidy up the cables here. Right, there you go. So that's the handlebars fitted. That was quite straightforward. You can turn this bit here, and I'm just going to tighten this up again just to lock that in place. Next thing, I'm going to put on the seat. I always like putting on the seat because that's the easiest part. Before I do, you've got little attachments. Now we've got this, it looks like a light here. Now looking at the back of the bike, yeah, it don't look like there's any form of light, so it seems like it's got a battery, and where it plugs in, I think just below the seat there. You take that part out, and then it must be a case of fitting that part in. So that light there just fits under the seat. How to turn that off? Well, right, you push the actual light itself, so you can have it flashing, turn it off, or have it solid light. It looks to me as though you can tilt the seat if needed as well, but it's slightly tilted forward. I'm just going to leave it like that until I've measured myself upon it. It comes with a rack. Another good thing about these bikes, a lot of them do come with the rack. Ideal for putting your shopping on or anything like that. So we're going to get that fitted, and then the mudguard fitted in properly as well. Okay, so that's the back rack going on now. And we have put the bars on for the mudguard. So again, relatively straightforward work so far. So now they're on, and so I can get the bike stable. So this bike doesn't come attached with the bike stand, so you fit it yourself. So I'm just going to fit that now. It's not a bad weight actually, it's quite reasonable. But what I'm going to do is stick it on the grass so I don't ruin it. Again, it's got a retaining bar. So take the retaining bar, it just keeps the forks locked into a position without them bending. First thing I want to do really is get the mudguard on, and then it's on and out the way. Which will just sit in there like that. And I'll get the Allen keys I need. I'd always suggest to do them, you know, just a loose fit until the wheel's on, and then you can get the mudguard lined up correctly. But at least it's in position and out the way then. Let's go for the wheel now. Let's get it on. These ones have got the locking part inside as well. Remember to take it's sort of like a protection plastic piece in between the brake pads. Chuck that over there out the way, and that way you can get the wheel on. Other than the bell and the pedals, I think we're near enough there. Oh, there we go. And now it fits nicely with the stand. Let's get the bell on. Actually, this bell here, I think that's one of the best bells I've seen so far. Proper ringing bell. So looking at the picture of the bike, it does say the bell goes this side. It does work, and it is on. And then once we got on the pedals, we can do the controls. So before we start it up, we just give you some of the specs of this bike. So it's the P275 ST. The actual dimensions are 188.5 by 71 by 121 centimeters. Like I say, it's a non-foldable bike, this one. The wheel dimensions 27.5. It's made of aluminium. It is got a maximum load weight of 100 kilos. Again, that fit me on it just. The weight of it is 25.6 kilograms, and obviously it's restricted for the UK law for 15.5 miles an hour or 25 kilometers an hour. The battery is rated to 36 volts, and the capacity is 19.2 amp hours with a 250 watt motor. The charge is a 3 amp charger, and the time to charge it would be about 4 to 5 hours fully. Right, what we're going to do now is just have a look at some of the features. So start with the front. We've got the LED lights there. It has got disc brakes, which is great. The gears itself are, let's have a look, Shimano gears. The rear light itself though is just this here, so it's not like an electric light. As you can see there, you just literally push it, it's on a battery, it can flash and turn it off. Now before we get into the control panel itself, I think you can lift this seat up. There's a lever just here, and I think you can just push that up and lift it up. Now I weren't able to, so I did have a little look at the instructions, and if we look here and just where the battery sits, just in there, that is where you can charge it while it's in the bike. At the same time, you need to put the key in to take the battery out. Well, so far, turning the key, I've got the battery out. So that's a good thing, because it means you can charge it taking the battery out, and just take this into your home and plug it in, or off a power bank, or take the bike to the power station. So I've managed to do that. I think what it was already at its highest position. So you can push that seat down, which is a bit of pressure on that, bit of a tight fit. And then if I just push that lever up, then that seat pops up to its highest position. So even though it's locked in, you've still got a little bit of an adjustment there without having to get any spanners and Allen keys and stuff like that out. So that's great. Well, let's get the battery back in and we'll turn it on. Battery's back in, locked in its position. That seat is quite high, so I'm going to lower it slightly, and let's climb on it. Let's see if we can get the controls working. I think if you push the side button there, that should start her up. There you go. So hopefully it ain't flickering too much for you, but you can see that the battery is quite low. It looks like you've got different modes here as well. So you've got Tour mode, Sport mode, Turbo, Boost, and then if we take it right the way down, Eco. So that'll be your power settings 1 to 5. Push this one here, it should give you the light. Let's see, and there we go. That's your LED lights at the front. Let's turn them off as the battery's low. I will need to get this on charge. So just press and hold, and then that has turned off the lights. So yeah, so you've got built-in front LED lights. The rear light you will have to change with the battery, and it's to tap the light. It has got 5 power modes. The display function, so what that does, it's got the power, display, speed, headlight, gear display, light control headlight, subtotal mileage, average speed, maximum distance, total mileage display, and that's where you'll see if there's any fault codes or anything like that, and that'll all be on that display. So it's quite a usable, easy usable unit. When using the I suppose walk-in assist mode, you push and hold the down button, but you have to make sure you're not in the Eco, you're not in the Touring, Sport, and all that. You have to be in the off position. So if I can show you that, there. I don't know if you can see that, but you just push and hold down the bottom and the bike will start to walk. It will also indicate that on the display. As soon as you release your thumb, the power would shut off, so it won't want to run away from you basically. It weren't that bad to build. The fiddly bits maybe was just the bell. Other than that, the actual bike was quite straightforward. The only way really to test this bike is getting it out there. So we're going to get out there now and put it through its paces. Jodie's going to put this one through its paces.
I love this bike. It's beautiful. I just think it's, you know,
you like it, don't you?
It's like having a normal mountain bike, but with just an extra
and
kick.
You like the colours.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the colours. Yeah.
She's now used to the gears and the assist, so
Yeah.
This one hasn't got a throttle, like I said, but the assist is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so
I'm just going to take it up there. And
take it up there. Let's go.
It's a really good ride. It's just, I love this bike. And the brakes are really good. Just little squeeze on them, not too powerful, just slows it down really nicely. This bike makes me smile, and that's what it's all about. I give it a 9 out of 10, this bike. Just reserving 1 and not being over positive with it, but definitely a 9 out of 10 for me. So it's about 25-ish kilos.
Yes.
I can lift it. Yeah, it's heavy. Obviously it doesn't fold, so it would be on a bike rack if you with your motorhome or however you're going to use it. And if you're just wanting a bike and you haven't got a motorhome, I think this is an amazing bike anyway. I think it's pretty. I love the colours on it. I think the big wheels are great. It's like just when I've ridden bikes before, just that extra kick. The gears are great. It's even got a
real bell
for when I'm going too fast and people are in my way. And
it would be a bike we would buy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I definitely say seat's really comfortable.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah, very
nice.
Comfortable, nice and spongy. The brakes are easy enough to come on, not too powerful, just nice and
good. So good disc brakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do want the P275 ST version of this, then we will have a link down in the description. I will have some discount codes in there as well for you to use. You could just go on the site via the link, use the discount codes on any bike on the ENGWE site. But yeah, you can get a discount on this bike. Lovely.
Love it. Love it.
Till the next review, see you on the next Sunday.
See ya.
Bye.